See, that's why I gotta be checking up on my own fucking ass. My bad. Can it be heard now? Oh, there you go. So, guys, I'm gonna start the show in just a minute. I am still growing as a person. Thank you for your patience with all that. Okay. I am still all right. Un momento, por favor. Yeah. All right. Let's do it. Get fucking started. Oh, motherfucking jizzle. I told you guys. I told you guys it was gonna fucking happen. Alright. Guys, I'm so nervous. Okay, first, let me. Oh my gosh. Woo! Calm down. I actually need to lock my door. Damn right. Un momento, por favor. It's not fucking around. No aliens are gonna get in this motherfucker. Okay? And speaking of which, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where I'm gonna be here. Right here. Oh, you're so smart and what you're stupid. Oh, there's my little witch lady. What do I show the witch lady? I'm all over her. Oh my god. I am gonna have to do something with this camera. So that's probably gonna be a problem. Sorry about that. That's why we are accepting donations. Yeah, because I need like a stand or something for that camera. So every time I touch the computer, that's probably gonna move. Sorry about that. And first of all, this is what's supposed to fucking be there. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. So you have to do this for a really long time, I think, in order to not be new at it.
In the beginning of this movement, it was all a dream. The passion, the dedication, the persistence to achieve greatness, to reach each and every speaker from here on out.
Damn it, man. I was like, I can do the copyright thing at the end. Okay. Thank you guys. Welcome to Princess Lightfoot Radio. So for the very few people that have been following me, I want to present this. All right, then. Just do that, and then we'll do it again. Okay. So I'm about to. Okay. So the very few people that have followed me for like a while now, I have some older videos on here where I've been saying, like where I talk about like the alien shit a lot, sporadically. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think anything. Well, that was a problem in my life before, right? I'm not being consistent. So like, yeah. So that's pretty much kind of like how like when I'm speaking, you know what I'm saying? It's like all sporadic talk and stuff like that. And all fit in there. But I have mentioned these sucker buckers. And so now they fucking arrived. I've also mentioned the fact that it seems as though every single movie that was ever made is real. All the ones about the, oh, speaking of which, and I'm only speaking of like the bad ones. If you are like, you know what I'm saying, witch. And I don't need to take like offense or anything like that. But regardless, I rebuke all demons, the devil, danger, witches, warlocks, spells, and curses in the name of Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. And I'm not playing about that. I'm totally serious, and God knows my heart. So yeah. All right. So all the movies are real. All of that shit. I want to make sure I can be heard. All right. So perfecto. So now they're here, right? Okay. So this guy, TikTok, I actually didn't delete my TikTok, but yeah, this guy did. And so I went on here. I heard about this like the other day, and then I went on here yesterday. Like I saw a video that was featuring his, you know, like his you know, tweets or whatever. Well, they are tweets, aren't they? And so I didn't go to his. I didn't go to the Twitter. Anyway, I went to the TikTok because I couldn't find him on Instagram. I thought I found him. I thought I looked for him on Twitter, couldn't find him, but maybe he deleted all that stuff over there too. Wait. I'm very sorry about that. I have like allergies. I don't like coughing on camera, so hopefully you guys didn't hear that. Well, you know, I mean, like the sound and everything. Whoa. I legit believe that illness could possibly be passed through like devices and like the phone. And I'm not sick or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the allergies, but still nobody wants to hear that. Numero uno, numero dos. Even if I say I'm not sick, you guys are probably not gonna believe me. You know what I mean? And then so I used to do customer service over the phone for like a clothing company. And this lady, this was like during the COVID, and she's like hacking and coughing, all this kind of thing, all this bullshit. And then like legit, I got a fucking stuffy nose after that, like legit. So I'm just, yeah, whatever. Ugh, don't get me sick to the bone. So like, yeah, no, that's why I like. But anyways, so this guy, so I went to his whole TikTok and that thing had been deleted. Everything had been wiped clean, bro. And it's his stuff. So this is literally this is him on TikTok. And this is what he had posted at the California Mall. Why is the government trying to cover this up is the biggest issue, guys. Like, all right, we'll just talk about all this shit. Okay, so let's read. They could also simulate, wait, I have to start from the beginning. Lo siento, por favor. That means I'm sorry. I was at the Miami Mall yesterday, and the government is lying. There were no kids fighting. Everyone started panicking because these gray creatures were walking around. It didn't make any noise or sounds, but stared and watched you move. I tried to take a video, and so he says, like, I tried to take a video one time, so maybe like one frame. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Every time I would try, it would just bug out. They set a perimeter and wouldn't let anybody out or in unless they went through their photos. We were visited by aliens and the government is covering it up. They were about 6 to 7 feet tall. So, shout out to my Uncle Russell, who was like 7 feet tall, and walked very slowly. They could turn their head around completely, and it seemed like they could change forms. Like they didn't have any bones and could bend their body in whatever way, no fingers or feet, just arms and legs. So, guys, remember, oh my God. So, okay, there is, check us out over here for a second. I hate being off in the camera like that. I just like go off camera. For this part, I could totally go off camera. It's like when I'm reacting to the shit that I have to be on camera. So, what's the guy's name? So it was Travis Scott concert aliens on stage. So there was a remember that whole concert fiasco with Travis Scott. But aside from that, was this the one? Was this even his? I don't know if that was his concert or not. I think it was though. I think it was just like at a portion of it. That's why I wanted to search the images. Sorry guys, I'm like on this other tab looking for them walking. I should have made this a video. I think this is it though. Do you guys remember that concert where the aliens were walking like in the back and they were like really slow and they were tall and green? And okay, so that's fine. I'm gonna make this a video also so that way I don't have to like worry about that. They were long and green, and something about watching that made me feel like they weren't real. Like they weren't real people dressed up or anything, and it was something. Let me make sure. Oh gosh, what am I doing? I hate that. I probably can be here, but it's just like it's such a thing, right? Because I'm so used to like people not in or fucking acting. I'll probably never get used to it when they do start. But in any event, okay. So something about those long green things and that astro world thing, I felt like they weren't real, and it was around the neck area that I felt like that too. That's so strange that it's like something about the neck is really long, right? And elongated. So I said that's not like a person. They're not people, and I said that, right? And so now I don't know. It's just like they've been here, but now they've revealed themselves to us. So I just wanted to. I just had that to add so far. Oh, I put this like music behind it. So it's a play at call, buddy. So he says they could also seemingly teleport. They weren't walking around normally, but instead disappearing and then quickly reappearing somewhere else. This allowed them to walk through some of the glass displays in the mall and through walls. You couldn't escape if they wanted to kill, but they didn't seem aggressive, nor did they seem like they wanted to kill anybody. It almost seemed like they were lost, but they also weren't scared of the army or police. That was all around. They must have felt like they were far superior. Don't make reasons for yourself. Just focus on what your intuition is telling you, and that is very important. It almost seemed like they were lost, but they weren't scared of the army, the police. It's not about them being knowledgeable of their armed forces. It's about the fact that they've already studied. They've already studied. There's no way they would have revealed themselves without an understanding of the hierarchy of the people. This is more like we made an agreement that with them, now it is time. The fact that they had so many police shows that in their feeble human minds, our armed forces, and please take no offense, my son is a United States soldier, so son, I'm very sorry. But in their feeble minds, they felt like if we had enough of us, we could probably counteract anything possibly going wrong. We could probably counteract if they fall short on our agreement that this is only an expose. And somewhere down the line, of course, tons of officers probably didn't know. Out of all those officers, more than likely, there's probably only the chief of police that had some sort of an inclination, and maybe not even him. But somewhere along the line, someone definitely knew that this was not a fight. This was not a fight. This was not a fight. So they knew that. And so that is the point for the heavy police presence. That is a lot of resources. And here's the thing that I have never seen. We have not ever seen. You will not ever be able to show it to me in the history of content anywhere viewable. I've never seen that amount of police presence without a crowd, without a riot. Because the police, to my understanding, are used to police the people. And there were no people around the police. There were just lines of them, just there. So that begs to open your eyes up to something else is going on. This says this is posted by Joka Q Army too. Shout out to Joka Q Army and shout out to Mo 2597. So he says they could also seemingly teleport. This is something, oh my God. So a long time ago, before YouTube was even a thing, I had all these what my mom would call theories and what people around me would call conspiracies. And then I would grow up to become what people call a conspiracy theorist. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Fuck off. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Like, I'm just saying like what I feel like is happening. I don't know for sure. And then people don't want to listen to you because that's why, like, I get when you're trying to convey like how you feel about something or your opinion, but you have to make that very clear. Like, hey, this is my opinion. You know what I'm saying? You cannot get people. It's okay if people don't want to fucking believe your opinion because they do want to see like proof or the street colloquialism receipt. This is the biggest fucking receipt ever. And it's not the fact that you couldn't actually take a picture of them, the fact that this was even happening, the fact that this man is going to describe things that another onlooker describes, another man from a whole different ethnic background, and all this sort of thing, demographical background as well. So it's just like, and they're saying and reporting the same things. So it's not even just that. The police presence, in my opinion, without the people to police around, and I mean the astronomical amount of police presence, without a crowd, without a riot, tells you that it tells me that there were aliens there. It tells me that those people saw what they saw. And it definitely tells you. And if you hear that, kitties with his dad, shout out to great dads everywhere. It wouldn't be possible without them. Yeah. So, yeah, and great moms too. Shit, yeah. Mhm. So, and it lets you know that they lie. Why even say? I mean, because are you trying to not? Are you trying not to cause? This is not it. This is not it. It's not that you're trying to not cause worldwide panic. No, you don't care about that because again, at the highest of levels, this was agreed upon. You don't care about the panic. This is supposed to be a thing, in my opinion, that these things, these beings are um, scheduled to be integrated in our society. So things are going on as scheduled. And I think that when they made themselves, so there's another thing too, there's another theory here too that I had. So let's say that this is all real, right? So we're going to go from there, right? From their aspect first. So this is all real, then this is a scheduled thing where they're going to be integrated into our society. And they wanted to see all of us in a way, in that way, right? Because a mall brings together a multi-diverse group of people. Um, so they wanted to look at us like that, right? And then see how all those people from a diverse group would also react to a one existence, not of their own, right? And I mean the appearing and the reappearing was not necessary. There's simply something that they can do. So, and this is something that I've said before, you know, it's so you have to, so we can do a lot of things, you know, you're capable of doing a lot of things. You shouldn't always do everything you can just because you can. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you got the capabilities of doing some real fucked up shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I could do some shit, but I'm not gonna do it just because I can do it. You know what I'm saying? And I've always said that. So they didn't have to appear and reappear. So it feels like they want to show you because even this person felt it too intuitively. You couldn't escape if they wanted to kill. But they didn't seem aggressive, nor did they seem like they wanted to kill anybody. Of course, because if they're appearing and reappearing, you know. So I felt like for them to take that action of their ability is to let you know, hey, we're faster than you. There's no way out of this. This is happening, and this is happening now. Very, very scary shit. And this is why the entire time, not even with just this, it started with the it started there. But I've known for a very long time, thank you, God, I have known for a very long time that this is a spiritual battle from birth for everyone. Everyone. And now, well, then, since 2019, starting then and now more than ever, it is a spiritual battle. And people need to so what you need to understand is about how do you sleep at night? How do you keep your temperament? How do you not go out and do shit when this is happening? It's not that it's that a lot of us and what a lot of us need to get if you don't is a firm belief in the maker and creator of heaven and earth, in a very firm trust in him, because to disappear and to reappear tells you there is no weapon. They outside cannot help you. We're in here with you. Okay? So that's a lot. That's a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. It's a whole hell of a lot. Oh, wait. So with that part too. So I've been saying for some time, I forgot my whole fucking theory shit. I've been saying, I just braided my hair yesterday, so I'm probably going to take this down if it starts really getting on my nerves. I've been saying for a long time that, oh my gosh. So I write things. I've always written things. I've written stories, I've written poems, I've made time capsules, with like whole little books filled with things and buried them, books of poems, journals. Because I grew up in the county, like the county where I live is like being like, is it like the valley? Not really, or that much money. No, not at all. But like, yeah, just not the ghetto. You know what I mean? But so anyways, but my mom is like always had like she's very serious about education. My grandmother is. I don't think I want to mention all that right now, but like, yeah. So education is very important to my family, and it's important. But I just love reading, right? I love making myself knowledgeable of things, and so to read, you start reading so much, you want to be a writer, and then you write, and then some of these things in the movies, I just knew, I felt in my spirit. Not even just the Not even just the scary movies, but even the old movies, the medieval movies. Like there were things like embroidery on the corners of the walls, and just how certain things would rot a certain way. And these these old like medieval movies and things. It's like there's no way that you could know, because like with over time and history, I don't care. Like there's no way you would know exactly how these things look down to the detail. Your imagination couldn't tell you that, and no writer, it's not reasonable that a writer would write every writer would write a movie or write a book about the 1900s, and they would consult with like soldiers and all this thing. Like when you're a writer, you're fucking broke. You don't have it to do that. So you don't, and if you've not lived in that time, how can you imagine these fucking things? So it's like, I felt like there was a level of teleportation happening, period. There was something happening where they were going into time, and that's how they knew about the intricacies of the soldier's suit, and how they knew that soap started with no smell, and all these kind of just things that they want to tell you that they left journals about, and all this other bullshit. No. So not only that, what would be the purpose of doing something like that? Because you're obviously not doing anything to help us right now. If you could go back in time, then hello, you could stop all of the murder that's happened to us, all of the rape, all of the genocide. You could have stopped that. So now my theory is any of this good? Because they have the ability to teleport. So then going back to my theory, all right, so when I was younger, from a very long time ago, I said they were going back not to just create great movies. They were going back to change the events of the present. They were going back, and I think that, I don't know how long they've been doing it, but I don't know to the full capacity that they were able to do it. I think that it's in certain capacities they were able to do it. It's like that following the atom theory until it disappears. They wanted to know where it disappeared. And they were saying like that is where the hand of God was and intervened, that part where you couldn't see anymore through the atom. So I'll put like a link to that video that I saw that's related to that in any event. So I'm saying they were going back to change the events of the present. But why? And I think at the point of the Mandela effect is when something really pushed into gear with that whole teleportation. All right, so that's as far as I'll go with that for now, because I think that's, yeah. Okay, so I want to make sure that, okay, right. So now it goes, oh shit, I don't know, all fights for period yesterday. That disappeared. Oh, wait, can I like read it on my thing? Separately? I'm such a crazy person. Well, actually, I probably need to like do this before I like get zapped out of StreamYard. Oh my gosh. All right. So it cuts off a bit. I don't want to mess up the stream, so fuck it. It doesn't really matter. They crowded all fights for whatever period yesterday. They shut down police scanners in Miami area for hours. It wasn't intentional. They had no choice. Whatever these creatures are interested, whatever these creatures are interfered with electronics. Why is there no video of this fight you're talking about? Right, because they haven't gotten to that yet. They'll claim that it's going to surface later. This was posted earlier. Oh, okay, so after the Southern, this was posted earlier, and I cannot verify its authenticity. All I can say is that this looks very similar to what I and others reportedly saw. No fingers or legs, anatomically consistent with a being that glides as opposed to steps. It's like that one that I have on the thumbnail. The web. So, okay. Oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. Um, something. Okay, so the thing about if this is staged. Look at this in front of him. I don't know about that. That's a thing too that makes me feel like it's not staged too. There's footage, other footage of this thing, and everywhere he walks, it's in front of him. It's always in front of him. It's almost like it's a force field. So possibly from this angle, you're able to see how he's able. I'm getting uncomfortable. How he's able to disappear and reappear. I think they're able to disappear and reappear through this force field in front of them, and that's why it's just a bit in front of them. That's possible. If this is staged, the fact that it's at the mall would be the perfect place because you could set up holographic like elements, equipment. You could set up, you could set those up through the floor, and I mean you could probably do that relatively quickly. Especially, we probably need to know where everybody was when they saw these. Where they're like, I saw some on the second level toward the back. I saw some on the ground level. I saw some in the garage level. Because the police seem to be surrounding the perimeter. And very quickly, right? And if you're doing it for a fight, you're not going to surround the perimeter. I don't give a shit. A fight's not going to, you know what I mean? This is all very disturbing. So it could have been staged. But honestly, see, I wanted to see this thing move because I knew that if I saw this thing move in real time, I was going to be able to trust my spirit. And if my spirit connected with anything in this thing that is a spirit, I for sure then I would know, right? But I don't see any footage of the thing moving. But so far, I don't know. By Princess Lightfoot's rationale, it is about time with all the theories I so-called had. Because when I was a child, since those flat floor model televisions, I noticed something one day when we turned the TV off, another light came on, and I just instinctively felt like the way it came on and the way this light kind of burned out, it seemed like, but I don't know, but still kind of lit. I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I was like, I either asked her, why are they watching us? Or who's watching us? And she's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, why do you say that? And I'm like, when you turn the TV off, that light goes off, but this light goes on. And I was like, and they're watching us. And she's just like, whatever. But it was different because I felt like something was watching back. I also felt like when I got older, that it was a possibility. I probably need to make sure I can still be heard. I felt like there's a possibility that we are the entertainments in the entertainer's entertainment. And I didn't even know about all that weird shit they were doing. But so first I had the television theory, and then later they were saying that Samsung, like a certain version of Samsung and something Ox was recalled for having some sort of a thing that it monitored you in the television. Oh my God. So later on, I got I talk a lot. Later on, I had this theory when I started to look at the celebrities and I started to think of just like them, and I don't know. And I just started to feel like they're watching us. Like they have. I was in my kitchen dancing one day, and I just thought about how they come up with these things. And, they had that movie too about that girl, the white girl who's like a 30-year-old woman, and she goes to like a college and she like blends in. And they actually really do that. When I went to college, in that social, it wasn't social studies, but because I don't know, it was called that trivial in college, but it was just my first year, so maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I actually learned about that, how people do that. Like people do go undercover and then they basically sell us back us. They basically go to like the hot spots and see what all the people are doing and all the kids are talking about and things like that. And then they go to like the marketers, marketplace, or whatever they go to their places, they go wherever they go. And then they come up with like the commercials and the brands and the this and the that. And they just resell us to us. And so with, I was like, wow, what the fuck, that's crazy, right? But I swear, even before this is why this came up again that day when I was dancing. Because even before all that knowledge, I felt like at some level, they were able to turn on something and watch inside of our homes. And maybe not all of us, but because see, nothing works if it's everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's why they call it discrimination and harassment. You know what I'm saying? And abuse. It's all of these things that closet cases the incident. This is a closet case incident. We need to handle this. We need to send this to the higher ups. We need to get to the authority. You know what I mean? This has to go down in writing. We're going to write you up. You know what I'm saying? Like this. So it's all a composited thing, right? So I feel like that's what that is. And so they're able, at some level, they're able to do that. And it's only at random television sets, random cell phones, random digital fucking mirrors. Weird, you know what I'm saying? And they're able to turn us on and watch us like fucking, yeah. Because when you also think about it, right? When I think about how sensitive the celebrities really are, and that's another reason why I was like, yeah, I'm not going to move forward with that kind of a thing. And that's just, and hey, I am not down in what the fuck anybody else does. I literally only say I'm not a blogger because there's a lot of bloggers on YouTube. And a lot of people forget that YouTube is like content creating. And you can create content that is of the blogosphere. That's all. And I'm just not. That's all. But so the thing about it is, I fucking totally lost my. That's why I don't like to look at the fucking thing. Because I like so better. I used to talk to myself a lot. So then I feel better like if I'm just like talking to myself. And God, because God's listening. But in any event, yeah. So if you're like a celebrity, right? You're very, very sensitive. Because you're just like a fucking person, right? Just like one fucking day, you either made some fucked up choice you didn't know the ins and outs to. You know what I mean? Like here's my thing. We were all babies, right? And I love babies. I worked in a nursery. Actually, I worked in a daycare. And I was in a 6-month-old baby room. So yeah. And that was so awesome. I love that experience. It was so cool. And like the coolest song ever is that one song that goes da 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 da. You guys need to find that on the YouTube and play that for your kid and start dancing. Mickey House! That is gonna make any baby stop crying. So like yeah. So anyways, what was I saying? Love kids. So anyway, we're all babies. So you have to just keep in mind, shit happens to all of us, you know what I'm saying? And the devil's very busy, and they say it for a reason. So people go through their walking lives, and sometimes they fucking make deals that they don't understand who the guy is on the other end. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes people just embark on bullshit. But like nobody really likes to be talked about just because they have like money or just because, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna just be like foolish enough to like brag about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. We're all humans, so I don't know. And I guess I'm glad that by this time in my life, by the time I decided to start the YouTube channel and all, that I actually felt some sort of a compassion for them and stuff like that. I have a compassion for everyone, you know what I'm saying? But there was a time where I was like, yeah, man, because I used to watch Sasha K. I used to drink too. Yeah, she's crazy as shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Wow. But you know what I mean? I don't know. I also have like a really, really guilty conscience, so I don't do. Yeah, that's the thing at Turner TV Nation too. I don't do things that I can't be proud of because I got a guilty conscience, and I definitely don't double down on that shit. Duh. Nah. Yeah, because I used to get my ass beat a lot as a kid. I'm very, very afraid of God and my mother. So like, even now, like if I'm saying something I'm not supposed to be saying, or if I'm doing something, oh my God, my ass will get warm. And I got tired of that feeling of my ass getting warm. It's very uncomfortable. I'm an adult. So I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that. But anyways, that was something that I was leery of because I'm like, these people have money. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I told you money scares me, bro. Because like people could pay. And I'm not going to live my life in fear. I'm going to say my fucking opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's why my friend believes in God. But I'm just saying, just make it a thing where all I'm doing is focusing on them. I don't know. I just kind of feels like it would probably, I don't know, darken or bitchy my fucking heart. But anyways, so I feel like we've been there in the table for a while. And yeah, this is part of the way that they were able to do it is with the technology that has been bartered. Technology has been traded. So they have made these trades long ago. Here's the thing. Why, guys? Why are you higher up, guys? Wait. I'm gonna make sure I can be heard. Can I be heard? Still? Okay. Why have you guys done this? Because didn't you know that at some point you were going to have to trade us? Did you there's no way that you really thought that it was just going to be about whatever little things that you were, you know what I'm saying? And God forbid that you were trading us the whole time. Did you really think that it was going to be at some level that it was just going to be sneaky and just a little bit here, a little bit there, like on some bad guy shit? Like we're just going to give you all the criminals every now and then. What the fuck, man? That's why I used to think that Batman was really cool and stuff like that, and I still do. I fucking love Marvel, okay, and DC. But here's the thing: if it was like real life, those guys are so powerful and they're so the shit. Aren't they just going to clean up all the bad guys forever? And then what are they going to do when all the bad guys are gone? They're still gonna want to fuck shit up, right? Duh. They're just gonna go to another planet. So that'd be cool. But like, these are not Batman and Superman. These are the gray webbed ones, the gray web feet ones. And it's like they disappear and reappear. And you guys been trading technology. Now it seems they want us. And I hope not. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. I don't care what they do. Nobody cares about what I mean. I don't have to start worrying about what the aliens want. That's totally okay. We're still being treated unfairly. And everybody can just show up whenever they want. 1 second, mental for fiber. I mean, there's people that still got their green cards. All right, he goes. I was at the Miami Mall yesterday, and the government is lying. There were no kids fighting. Everyone started panicking because these gray creatures were walking around. They didn't make any noise or sounds, but stared and watched you move. All right, that's. So probably. Well, that's a good thing I said it fucking all. So the only. So this actually, I didn't realize that I didn't have his audio going, but he the same story. He's telling the same story that Moab tells, and him and Moab don't know each other at all. I also think they wanted to watch our different reactions. Okay, so right here is the police footage. I didn't know what I was looking at when I was recording it. Because again, I can't hear sound. I either press the right button to get the sound in the video or I don't. I'm so sorry to come all the way up in the camera because this camera's really weird and it makes my face look really weird. I look like a goat, but fuck you. I'm the goat. Oh my God, stop! If I had known that, I could do so much with film. Fuck out of here. I'm gonna slow this shit down to a second. Look at how he's walking. Okay. Man, I'm so done with that. All right, I need, okay. So, okay, I guess I'll do the, okay. Oh my God, I'm so fucking like, this is crazy. Okay, I'm gonna let this go now. We're gonna stop that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's present this one. I'm sorry, because like I said, every time that I do this thing, it's gonna move. Video, share screen. I'm about to, Shaz in the Wiley show, yeah. Well, he's going live, yeah. Love Wiley. But this is why I'm growing a diverse audience, because, yeah, I want us to connect on all different things. I don't want it to be all of, like, people that are here that connect on Time Patrol Wiley, and then everybody leaves, and I say that Wiley's going live. I'm like, Okay, astral planning. So, okay, what I'm going to do, okay, so that's the number for the call-in show. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, like, log into the call thing because I've never used it. I just signed up for this. Guys, help keep the show alive and feel free, like, whenever you can, to just, like, donate $1.21. Shout out to Cam. Oh, 21. It's 11. 21. Yeah, because this is, like, $11.
You are the only participant in the conference.
Okay, I'm the only participant in the conference right now. But it doesn't show me anything. Oh, maybe because nobody's here yet. I don't think that that's the situation now. Okay. So, is it going to keep playing that sound? Can you guys hear that? Oh my God, you guys can hear that? That's amazing. You guys can hear that really good. Whoa. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Shit. How do I get it to stop the song? How do I get the song to stop? Fuck. All right. So I don't want it to play the song the whole time that I'm. So that's like the waiting music. Output volume. All right, I turned it down. Oh shit! This is going. Hey shit! Okay. All right. That's freaking cool. Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm like the French toast. Okay, guys. So right now, it's me. Okay, where are you? I need you to call and test the fucking phone line, asshole. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I don't talk to you like that. Oh my God, guys, it's a little hard to be my friend sometimes. Not really. That's why you just gotta love me. Love never goes away. Never dies. Never. What the French toast? So obviously it's me. Okay, it's not watching because he's not calling. All right. I'm gonna call in myself just to be sure this shit is working. Guys, this is crazy. I'm calling my own show right now. So I put.
There's one other participant in the conference.
Totally is.
Please announce yourself.
It's actually me. Oh my gosh. Hello? I'm crazy. All right, so anyway, guys, the fucking phone lines work. That's the point. That's amazing. So how am I gonna know when somebody calls? Oh, somebody's waiting in the lobby. Yay. Okay. Somebody's waiting in the lobby. Admit. We're admitting. So I'm not going to say the last four if you guys call, okay? If you guys don't want. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not going to say the last four. All right. Princess Lightfoot Radio, you're on the line. Wait, let me see. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, I gotta turn you up. Hello? I can't hear you. Crazy. Alright, so anyway, guys. This is so cool. The fucking phone line. I'm cursing so bad. I'm so sorry. I can't hear you. Wait. I'm about to turn it up. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Alright. Because you're like on the phone. I'm about to turn it up. Wait. And you're watching the show too. Okay. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Press
Hello?
and hold space to temporarily unmute. Push to talk. Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, no.
No? Don't hang up. Oh my God.
Hello?
Yeah, just wait. I'm trying to fix it. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for letting me get like this. You fucking asshole. Oh my gosh, the button was right here. So there's a
All
whole button.
participants are on hold.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for calling.
All participants are off hold.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much for calling. This totally works. Okay. So what happened was, this is so cool. Guys, thank you for your patience too, because you're like, what the fuck is going on? I am a new YouTuber. I really am. And this is the first time I've ever done like I think I've tried with Blog Talk Radio before, but I don't know why. Because nobody was like calling. Okay. So do the phone. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna stay up with the audio. Guys, I'm so sorry about this. This is like really a little overwhelming. Okay, so now I can see. All right. So if you want to call back, it's fine. I know what's going on now. Automatically adjust level. Yeah, automatically adjust the level. That'd be cool. All right, cool. This is crazy. All right, the phone lines work. The phone lines totally work now. And I'm gonna have to turn it off though, because it's so distracting. You're back. Oh, you're back. Cool. What the hell? Okay, so the person was back on the line and they left again. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna get this so together. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Thank you guys for coming out to play with me, because we're totally having a good time now. I love learning new stuff. Okay, all right, back to the shit. Damn it, man. All right, astral freaking planing. So I'm gonna have to turn this sound completely down. It's so distracting. It's distracting the F out of me. All right, cool. All right, let me make sure. Hello? Hello? I think that legit. So the person was back on the line and they left again. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna get this all together. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. That's so long ago. Didn't I say that like a long ass time ago? Wow. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry, guys. This is craziness. Okay, so definitely I will open the phone lines at the end of the freaking show. But yeah, I did want to test that. And I actually started to just go live today just to fucking test the phone lines, which would have been crazy. So let's talk about astral planning. Astral planning. Oh my gosh. All right, let's just watch the video first.
With this thing, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to mum and my sister. It's time you need to reach out to me. It's time we talk. I wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning to an email from my mum going, hey, I think it's time we talk.
After a whole year of doing the CIA chemistry program, I was able to read thoughts, predict bad events, and manifest minor desires into existence. You might think I'm crazy, but let me tell you the whole story so you understand the full consequences of the gateway experience and why most people...
Okay, so I just wanted to say this. I am going to open up the phone lines at the end of the show, because that's just like a little too much. He's going to play like, yeah, it's going to be like, it's like way too much to focus on. So yeah, we're gonna open the phone lines. And when I open up the phone lines, I'm gonna go off camera, because I don't want you guys to feel like uncomfortable. And also, I kind of think that that's only fair. Like, I can't see like you on the phone. You know what I'm saying? So you shouldn't be able to see me on the phone. Yeah, I think it's fair for both of us. So right now we're going to talk about astral planing. Shout out to these guys. I can't remember like where I got it from, but it's solely edited for like copyright and viewing purposes. So the reaction purposes. Let's go.
People use it wrong. A friend of mine almost lost his life in the process of testing this. Luckily, he's alive and hopefully he's learned his lesson. In 1983, a special branch of the CIA started experimenting on agents in order to enhance their consciousness. I'm talking about psychic abilities, intuition, clairvoyance, and conducting counterintelligence in one's mind without even leaving the room. The project had a documented success of over 80%, measured in practices like guessing random things, like drawings and objects that were placed in a separate room. But let me show you the original document posted by the CIA on their official website. It was
You tasked me to provide an assessment of the gateway experience, its mechanics, and ultimate practicality as I set out fulfilling. Wait, let me make sure. Okay. Also, I want to make sure this can be here.
declassified in 2003. I'm not gonna read the report to you. I'm gonna link the original document in the description below. I will explain my experience with the gateway tapes, which is
Perfect. Experience mechanics, ultimate practicality. As I set out to fulfill the blank, it became clear that in order to assess the validity and practicality processes, I needed to do enough supporting research and results. That proved to be
document posted by the CIA on their official website. It was
and I mean that's so sad. So I've done things like, you know, you read this article of writing works and then you need to pass this test on it, you know, answer these questions. And literally I was because I love to read and I felt like reading should be like leisure and it shouldn't be like so boring if it's going to help me to learn. That's fucking stupid. So then I would do shit like just kind of like skim read or kind of like, you know, get the feel of it and then do the thing. And I would get like a fucking B. I'm like, you're such an idiot because you could have just like literally read it word for word and got an A+. Yeah. Soon became clear that in order to assess the validity and practicality process, I needed to do enough supporting research and analysis, how and why the process works. Frankly, so that proved to be involved difficult business. Initially, based on conversation, physician who took gateway training with me, I had resources models developed by Ishik Bintov to obtain information concerning aspects of the process, and I found it necessary to delve into for information concerning quantum mechanics in order to be able nature and function of human consciousness. I had to be able quantum mechanics and human consciousness
was declassified in 2003. I'm not gonna read the report to you. I'm gonna link the original
I am at a later date.
Document in the description below. I will explain my experience with the gateway tapes, which is far more interesting. At some point, I was able to read minds and I predicted bad events. I'm not talking about these strange occurrences where you and your close friend are somewhere and at the same time you think the same thing. I was doing the program with a close friend of mine who almost lost his life because he manifested something he wasn't supposed to. But let's start with my story first, then we'll hop into his. While I was in a state of deep meditation induced by the gateway tapes, submerged in water, I visualized on purpose the exact thoughts my girlfriend had in her head at the time. I was reading her mind 3 times in a row on different days. I wouldn't call it reading the mind. It's more like becoming an antenna, and I acquire her thoughts by channeling my focus towards her mind. The first time I managed to read her mind, she was thinking about cooking something she probably cooks only once or twice a year. And I just went to her right.
This is a prime example of this is what I was saying earlier about having the capabilities and abilities and being able to do things, but just not doing them. So I have an experience I'm going to share at the end of this, that I had an experience with astral planing and over the phone line so you guys can call in, like if you saw the aliens or share your experiences with astral planing. And it was scary as shit. And also, I'm pretty sure that my grandmother has read my mind. I'm so sure. And the fact that she's like an uber smart person, what the fuck, man? Because I'm thinking so for these geniuses, right? So they say that most people only use like one hemisphere of their brain. So I don't think hemispheres have. Is it in a quarter? Hemisphere. Half a sphere. All right, it's half. Okay. So they said that you only use like one half, right? So then for the like genius people, they're like able, and then I guess for some of these people who are able to like focus and all this sort of thing, they're like able to like use different parts of their brain. So because I think to do this, what he's talking about, he's conscious and his girlfriend's conscious. So this is like a different part of his brain that he was able to awaken. And it seems like she would have to be too. So this is probably something they kind of like did together just to practice, whether or not he's going to admit to it. But like what my grandmother did was on some other shit. And I don't know if she knows that, but the way she looked at me is almost like she knew. I don't know, it was really fucking weird. But so I think that with some people that are like smart on this other kind of like on paperwork, you took a test, you were like really fucking smart, girl. And I think so like that kind of thing is like when their brain functions on they say a different level, but it's probably just different areas of the brain that are actually open and awakened. So, and if that's the case, so they talk about like signals with these aliens and people saying, oh my God. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going.
By the way, and ask her, hey, at 1 hour ago, were you thinking about this meal? She was shocked. The second 2 times were regarding even more random thoughts that I would have had no way of knowing. I was even able to pinpoint the exact time she was thinking about it. When this happened, she was scared, and so was I. This is when I concluded my experiment after a whole year of intense meditation. But to understand how I reached this point of reading thoughts on demand, you need to hear the full story and how it all started. I had been meditating for years, but always for just about 5 or 10 minutes a day, which calmed my mind, and nothing supernatural ever happened. I was just sitting there. And then at the beginning of 2021, I read a book by Robert Monroe, Journeys Out of the Body. For those of you unaware, Monroe was in charge of the Gateway project that we're speaking about. His book unveiled a whole new world to me, of which I was highly skeptical. So, like everything I do in life, I decided to test it. In the book, he claimed to leave his body and project his consciousness into other planes of existence. And this sounded nuts. It sounded like a whole lot of crap to me. But he had a lot of proof that he'd actually done that. Since I have previous experience with deep meditation and lucid dreaming, I thought, heck, I've heard of astral projection. This sounds exactly like it. So why shouldn't I try? But is it real? The best way to find out was to experiment on my own. I downloaded all the Gateway tape files. I read through the CIA's report and understood how everything worked. And the project was meant to make the 2 hemispheres of your brain work at the same time and act together. And this is not how our brains work at a daily basis. And these tapes that you're meant to listen to are a form of guided meditation, which leads the user.
So I think I was supposed to be stopping this like periodically to like talk and stuff. So like these guys, shout out to you guys. I will find the channel again and link it in the description. And also, like, it'll be like a link to this whole video, as well as please, before you think about striking the channel, which I think they give you like a choice to take it down. Before you think about that, I would highly suggest YouTube's new feature, ad share revenue. I mean, you can just take all the revenue if you want. Just let me leave the video up. I'm that kind of girl. You know what I'm saying? I mean, fair is fair. I should have said that. That's why I'm not gonna go live for a little while, guys.
To a series of sounds that induce a specific brainwave frequency for each of your hemispheres. So I understood the logic behind all of it and decided to give it a try. I started with the first tape, which was the orientation tape. The first couple of weeks, nothing really happened. But after a month, I reached focus 15. This is a state in which you are able to manifest things through your mind with consistency. There are 6 mind states described in the tapes, and I'll tell you how I reached all of them and what capabilities they unlock.
There's 6 mind states. Isn't that crazy? And guys, I don't believe that. I think now it's like so I think what it is like an occult number. I think it is kind of like an occult number now because they use it so much for certain purposes and things like that. But that's not what it started out as. I think it's just like really. So there's actual proof of like the like how he's saying there's like 6, but this is like different what he's talking about. But so like it comes up often in the elements of our bodies and things like that. And so before things were like dark, you know what I'm saying? It was not like that kind of a number, if you get what I'm saying.
Walk in my mind. So here they are. Focus 1. This
Not
is
that they're
you
like-
and me right now.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
normal.
I'm not like that kind of person either. Like, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Numbers only have meaning behind them when the man or woman gives it.
Everyday waking consciousness. Completely in phase with physical matter reality. It's nothing special. Focus 10. This is perhaps a very low percentage of people have reached this, perhaps sometimes in their sleep or while meditating. It's when the physical body is so deeply relaxed that you don't really feel it, and your mind at the same time remains conscious of everything. It's called mind awake, body asleep. This is the first type of focus that you reach in the gateway tapes. Focus 11, the access channel. It's the ultimate communication channel to all levels of awareness. Mind, mental, physical, emotional. This is where your emotions and thoughts combine, and they expand beyond the limits of your body. Focus.
When he says like that whole you're awake but sleep part, it makes me think about when people are like daydreaming. When people say they're like, and I used to daydream like a hell of a lot, a hell of a lot. So it makes me think about that. Like I'm sitting there like, and I'm stuck in this daydream, but I know that I'm like up and I'm woke, but I'm literally, I feel like my brain is like so asleep.
12, to be honest, I didn't really understand the difference between these two. Perhaps someone, if some of you know, please leave it in the comments below. But it's not the important one. The important one is focus 15 here. It's a state of no time. Your consciousness is removed from your body. You're simply laying there. You can feel almost the whole universe around you. And this is where you can ask for help from the universe. You can start manifesting things. And you don't think about how much time you've spent meditating while you're in this state. You don't feel time at all. You just enjoy the silence. After it comes focus 21. Now this is where all the weird stuff begins to happen. On the very edge of perception of time-space, the mind remains fully conscious and active, while your body is completely gone. This is the so-called bridge to the supernatural. I managed to reach that state after 8 months of constant practice. I think that's rather slow. I think many people could do it much faster. At the first time I reached focus 21, I sensed something natural yet very significant was going to happen. We were in a villa next to the seaside, and after a birthday party of a friend of ours, my girlfriend and I went to bed. She fell asleep pretty quickly, but I decided.
Okay, before he goes with his story, I'm gonna go ahead and move forward with mine. So, astroplane. That's really sad that he goes like, you know, he tried for like 8 months. He's trying to have these weird experiences, like, and it's like, all right, so I'll just go with mine then. So in 2013, I don't know why this was happening. I decided to go back to college then. Other than that, I don't know why. And I think at that particular time I left, so I would always just kind of like date on and off. But I wasn't dating anybody at the time, and it was just like really pretty. I live a pretty secluded life. Let me check here. I live a pretty secluded life. And so it's, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So when I'm trying to figure out why this didn't happen, I'm not really sure. All I know is that I would go to sleep and I would travel, like I would be in these different worlds, like like the one place I remember, it did sound familiar when I met the one girl. So let's just talk about like iron being like everywhere. And then, so this was in 2013. And then this whole Rebel Moon thing is out now, but it was kind of like not spacey like that, but like with this iron. I just remember being atop of like iron buildings or something like that. Oh my gosh, I hate when I don't cover the mic. But, I have like allergies and stuff. Anyways. So, and that was okay, not whatever. But like yeah. And then so I would go to sleep, and it was just like almost every time I would go to sleep, I was having these. I was there, man. I was having experiences. I was going places, and as time went by, there were different situations. It was like it was me, but it wasn't me. It was like it was me, my spirit, but I don't know if I was in somebody else's body. I don't know what the actual body looked like. I can only see from the eyes out. And then what started to happen? So this is the one thing I remember. This is a regular stone building. I remember not having a choice but to jump off. It seemed like I just had to jump off. Like, in order to be safe. I just remember being afraid and like, oh my God, I gotta jump. And there had to have been water, but for some reason, like, I don't remember seeing like a bottom of any place in the dream. But there had to have been water. And then I jumped, and then I woke up, and my entire bed was full. It was like water. It was like somebody poured a bucket of water all over me. It didn't seem reasonable that my body could have produced that amount of sweat. And I used to never sweat. This is another mark in life, another thing. I never sweat until after that year. I didn't start sweating until after the astral planing started in 2013. I don't know if I had like a glandular issue. I didn't stink or anything, but I didn't sweat. I didn't sweat, bro. It was really, really weird. Like, and if I ever did perspire, I would have to go through like a lot. And I'm a really active person, I always have. But after that whole astral plane experience, I even have that dream. After that astral plane experience, I started to just be able to sweat. Now I sweat. I'm nervous. But in any event, that was not. So that felt like I came out of that world with water. The water came with me. And I wasn't afraid. I was very excited. And because I didn't die, and I wanted to do it again. And I found myself going to bed early. This was really bad. And this is what I'm saying this guy is going through. He's made this thing in his life. So he's broken it down to stages of this and that. And he's talking about it took him 8 months just to get to what I'm explaining now that just fucking happened to me out of the blue. I never tried to do anything. Nothing significant happened in my life. It just fucking happened. I don't know why. And it kept happening. And the one thing is I realized is that I entertained it. So then I would go to bed early because I wanted to go to sleep because I wanted to see if I could go back. Because in this place, it was never the same place. And the one place I was flying, like I knew I was like literally flying, like, oh my gosh, this is so fucking fun. I've always wanted to do this. And then there was an issue. There was an issue with when I was out there. And it's becoming foggier and foggier, but it was something to do with the fact of I thought I was going to drown. Oh my God. So there was another place that I would go often. There's a hotel. It seems like it's an island. It's a broken off island. And there's water surrounding it. But I don't know that until I go outside. It's a huge, so in the main part, it reminds you of the Titanic when you go inside the grand ballroom and then there's the chandelier and the stairs. And so, and I go there and I know that it's like a hotel. And this is like the grand area of the hotel. But it's not right. It's kind of dirty in the cracks. Like, I don't know. It's just not brand new. And like something happened. Something happened and it's empty. And it's weird. And I want to get off. I want to get off that island. I want to get out of that hotel. So then I go to leave and I realize it's like, it's a fucking island. It's like water. And then I can see from a different distance the island, and then I'm up. I'm like, what the fuck? I want to go back. I go another night. I go, and then I'm not there. It's like the same thing where it's an island, but it's like it's not. It's like a hospital. There's like a hospital. And I'm like, no, I was here, and it's a hotel. It's not a hospital. And I'm running around all these corridors, and then all of a sudden I take this elevator, and then I'm on the other side, and it's a hotel. But it's not like the first one. It's not dirty. It's clean. It's clean, and there's people walking around, and there's things, and I'm trying to be like sneaky, and now all of a sudden my goal changes from wanting to get into one of the rooms. I want to go into one of the rooms. But I'm like, I want to go to my room. I want to go back to my room. It's almost as if I know I have a room there. And I'm going about having this experience, and I'm talking to people. I'm doing the thing. There's like hijinks happening. I'm like real shit happening. Like I go into a room. There's a guy there. He has like hair on his chest. He's like in the bed. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is not my room. You're my room. He's like, no, you tried to steal my room. And oh my God. And then so this goes on. So I wake up. I want to find out what happens. I go back to sleep. Sometimes I'm in the old hotel, but I realize it's not old. Something happened. So what I'm seeing is like a wreck. Something happened and things are fucked up. But I saw that first. And then before, it was showing me how things were like working. But the island, but then the hospital. Why was I able to get from there to, I don't fucking know. And then I just gave up. I gave up. I got really afraid because I'm going to bed at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. I'm in my 20s, going to bed that early. I need to be a mom. I need to not try to go to sleep to astroplane. And so I stopped because I couldn't see. As far as I know now, all the bad things had already happened. It was the fact that sometimes I wanted to leave. Sometimes I wanted to be done with the dream or the plane. I wanted to be done, and I couldn't. I had to keep going. I had to keep living there and being there. And so that's when I stopped, because it became not cool. I didn't have the choice to leave. It seemed like the very last time I remember astroplaning, I was praying to God to please let me come back. Please let me come back. And then I was like, well, I'm not going to keep doing this if I need to call on God to help. So then I just started to pray that when I went to sleep, I wouldn't go away, that I wouldn't go anywhere. And it went away. It went away the same year that it started.
To meditate because I wasn't feeling like sleeping yet. And I very quickly reached the state. At this point, massive electricity ran through my body.
If you stop driving at night because of vision problems, try this simple ice hack, retinopathy, that allows us to see. Now, the problem, though, human has around 106 diabetic retina. Be the solution to blurred vision, glaucoma, retinal detachment in their eyes. These cells, they naturally restore the God-given torment has been declared.
I thought this was just in my mind, and I was imagining it. But as soon as I opened my eyes, I woke my girlfriend up and asked her if she's sensing the same thing. And my hair was full of static electricity, my shirt, my hair, the hair on my chest, on my arms, we both freaked out. So I told her something strange was about to happen. I felt it deep into my guts, into my whole existence. I felt this very weird energy around the villa. And 15 minutes after I said that, there was an ambulance at the place, and the owner of the villa had passed away. This is when I knew 100% all of this was real. So I decided to dig deeper into the program. I spoke with one of my friends who was a Buddhist and had been meditating for years, and I shared the gateway tapes with him. After 3 months of using them, he had reached focus 15, and he was using it to manifest women into his life.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
you heard me. And it was working like crazy. But something dangerous happened. Every week he was with another woman without really doing anything about it. He was walking down the street or going to a bar and women would approach him. One day he was driving his motorcycle and he fell down, almost crashing very badly, 1 foot away from a driving car, but he remained uninjured. Oh, he was waiting for the serviceman to tow away his bike. He sat in a nearby cafe, and that's where he met his current girlfriend. Oh, to be fair, if he continues manifesting, she won't be his girlfriend for long. As we can see, the universe works in mysterious ways. He was trying to manifest a girl, and in order to meet her, the universe made him crash his bike and almost hurt himself very badly. Be careful with manifestation. You don't know how it works. Nobody knows. Thus, if you decide to take on the gateway tapes, when you reach the point of focus 15, be careful what you wish for from then on. Be very specific about the entire process during manifestation. And instead of manifesting you meeting the love of your life, think about the exact way you would want to meet them. You might be thinking, if I could achieve my...
Here's the thing. So he's going to try to probably tell you, and we're going to listen, how you can kind of perfect this manifestation thing. Like he goes, you have to be very careful. But he was right the first time. There's no way you're able to exact what you're manifesting because you're not involved in every single fiber of being an element that is out there. You're just not. And if you are, then every single fiber and element of being can possibly be created into your manifestation. Like you're not a wizard. You can't be like exact. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so like Tales from the Crypt to me, because I used to love Tales from the Crypt because I thought it was so cool. Because I was like about moral compass and value. Like you think you're gonna get this quick fix and then bam, you know what I'm saying? Like this one guy, he thought, I think it was like the very first episode. He's like, so he's in Jamaica. I think, oh my God, my lip is peeling. So annoying. He's in Jamaica. Those are the effects from smoking a lot of ganja. And so he's like buying property or something, but he doesn't have like money. He's like a sleazeball, and like he had used to sleep with this a woman on the island. She's a voodoo priestess, and she's a brownie, and so this rich lady comes there, and she's like got all this money, but she's like a bitch, and she finds him detestable, and she's also very smart, and she knows he's not worth shit, and so he goes to the voodoo priestess and he's like, listen, I need this money. You know what I'm saying? And this is going to help the whole island. It's going to help you. I need your freaking help. But he's like a real creep. And he like jacks her up at some point. And that's where he fucked up. But in any event, she gives him a potion because she can't stand his ass. Because I think they had like a sexual relationship one time. So she gives him a potion and she tells him, 1 drop, she'll like you. 2 drops, she'll love you. And 3 drops, she won't be able to live without you. And then like this dumb motherfucker. So he does it the one time and everything's cool. So he's like, fuck it, bloop, bloop, bloop. And she's all over him, but it's like too much. So then like he kills her. Like he dumps the whole fucking thing in. I don't know if that was on purpose because he went back to the voodoo priestess like, bitch, I can't get this bitch off of me. What the fuck's going on? And she was like, well, look, you can just use the whole motherfucking bottle. And so he did that. And then he kills her, gets her money because he married her because she fell in love with him. Then this bitch rises out the motherfucking grave. Wait a minute. She rises out the motherfucking grave. And she got skin peeling and all. She been embalmed and everything. Darling! You know that episode, Tales from the Crypt. So it's like that. This is what this reminds me of and all this kind of thing. Like, I am not the ruler of it all. And it's not that I don't want to be in control of my life the way the government wants to cease control of our lives. But I want, and I'm thankful for the control that the maker and creator of heaven and earth has over my life. That's not something I want and or can handle. I cannot handle that. I understand that, and that's totally fine. I do not want responsibility for that, because when I was out there, I didn't do anything like this guy in order to astroplane. I didn't take me 8 months. I went to sleep and I woke up in another fucking place. And I mean, it was real. I was really there, man. I had food there. That's when you fucking know. And when I was ready to go and I could not come back, I called God. So that just lets me know that I may want a lot of things, but only the knower of it all knows exactly what I need and what I can handle. So I'm totally fine with that. And that's what I'm saying. So yeah, astroplaning was really cool, but I don't encourage to do it on purpose.
And reading and psychic abilities. Why would I stop doing that? Well, deep down inside, I felt that I will get alienated from my girlfriend and my friends, because when using this too much, it kind of changes you. You start thinking of your surroundings in a very different way. And it's hard to find a balance. But if
I didn't even get that far, and that's what I was just telling you. It became a thing where I'm in my 20s and I'm going to bed at 8:30 and 9 o'clock. I have a kid to think about. I think 2 at that time. So I don't need to be going to bed that early. I mean, it's good that we have such a structured life where they're all controlled, darling, and they're all, but my gosh. And to be fair, my grandmother sent her children to bed at 8:30 and me to bed at 8:30 when I came to visit her. 8:30 is not too early to send your fucking kids to bed. They'll be up bright and early at 6 or 7 a.m., darling. You just have to find things for them to do. Structure, darling, structure. And also, they'll be ready to take a nap so you can get a little bit of time for the day. Yeah, I still nap, and I'm a fucking adult sometimes. But yeah, sometimes I'm an adult. So like, yeah, it is not cool. And yeah, that was literally changing. That was changing my life already. So yeah, he's totally right. I can only imagine what if you can't stay asleep, damn it, man.
If you think you can do it, I'll dedicate the next part of the video to quickly explain the main points of how to achieve Focus 21. And from then on, you can read thoughts, manifest desires, or even heal your body. Step 1. Download the tapes and the manual. Step 2. Lie down on the bed and from toe to head, tense all your muscles one by one. And do it as hard as you can for about 15 seconds each. This will take about 2 minutes, and that's a trick that I learned that will help you relax your body completely, and it will prepare you to let go completely. Step 3. Preferably sit down in a comfortable chair in which you can rest your neck and head backwards on a pillow without being too comfortable to fall asleep. You shouldn't do like this. You should be a bit more inclined, but you can still do it on a regular chair like this. But you must be able to rest your body completely without having to tense a muscle occasionally to prop yourself up. So if I'm sitting on a chair like this, I'll probably go like something weird, and that's not going to work. If you're on a chair like this, you're going to need some neck support. A bathtub is perfect for this as well. I mean, if you have one. But if you do it in a tub, don't use hot or cold water. Go with something that you can sit comfortably in for around 30 minutes, because that's how...
So it sounds like he's German, and that's very interesting, because there's so many German experiments. You guys, I'm not going to let you get that information.
And start listening to the next tape. I suggest starting with trying to achieve Focus 10 several times. When you achieve Focus 15, you can start browsing through the other cities in the Gateway experience. There are many different ones, including color breeding, self-healing, 1 month, 1 year patterning. And these are practical guidelines on how to manifest your thoughts into existence. But I prefer speaking about manifestation because there are a lot of mistakes people would make here, and mistakes that I've also made and know them firsthand. A good example is, let's say I want to become a big YouTuber and I try to manifest this, but I don't do videos at the same time. I'm just trying to manifest it through meditation. This is sending mixed signals to the universe, and it might be quite dangerous because you're thinking of one thing, you're sending this to the whole universe, like as a desire of yours. It's my dream to become a big YouTuber or whatever.
And you would have to think of it all, and you can't think of it all. You can't think of it else. So I didn't even know that he was going to go with that. Okay, so this is how I'll find this guy. I didn't know that he was even going to go with that at the end. So again, when I am like doing these things, I don't know. Like I can't hear it. I can't hear it in the background. So I actually don't know. I want to show this. I actually don't know like what they're saying. I can't like hear it. So right now I'm going to open the phone lines and give you guys an opportunity to call back. Call in. So I'm going to go off camera. And we're going to do this one. Oh no, actually do like this one better. Okay. So go ahead and show that. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open the phone line now. Opening the phone lines now, in case you want to share. Okay. So I'm legit about to do that. And yeah. Join computer audio. Join the meeting. Okay.
God damn!
Okay.
You are the only participant in the contest.
I see that. I'm just opening up. Hopefully somebody will call. I'm going to put oh, they already got that. Lots of things were going so wrong earlier. Like, for instance, I didn't know. What's this name? Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Oh my gosh!
All participants are unmuted.
Ah. So then, like, oh, this is so cool. Okay, so basically, the phone lines are open. I don't think anybody's gonna call. I'm probably not that advanced into this thing yet, but and thank you. It's me, okay, for calling in earlier. He did call earlier. It's very, very nice of him. So, yeah. So, basically, guys. Oh shit. Okay. We got a caller. Lightfoot Radio, you on the line?
Caller.
Hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Oh my gosh, you can't freaking hear me. Hello? Oh my gosh, guys. I am so going to get this together one day. Can you hear me? Hello? Jeez, I forget these. I think you guys can hear him too. Oh my gosh. This is crazy as F. Hello? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Oh shit. Can you hear me now? I did not have the right mic on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Is this a call-in show?
Yes, I was like, life and radio. Can you hear me? Oh my god. It's me okay. Oh my gosh, it's me okay. It's on the line. Wait, I'm sure. I want to see if they can hear you over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can totally hear you now. I just want to see if this can be heard in this live stream. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. All right, so French toast freaking head. So it's me okay. Thank you so much for calling the show. Thank you so much for like, you know what I'm saying? Entertaining. Okay, I want. Oh wow. Awesome, you can totally be here really good. Okay, so so I know you were in here earlier. Thank you so much for being in and out here. I know you were in here earlier. So was there any part of like the show that like you saw that you want to like comment or anything? So we're just talking about those, you know, the alien sighting in California, you know, those freaking cops for no reason, well, claiming for a fight, and astroplaning. Do you have anything you want to add to the show about that?
Well, the thing was kind of crazy in Florida with all those cops and stuff. They were just tons and tons of cops. I couldn't, and they said only 2 people or something like that got locked up. That's crazy.
That's completely crazy. And
how could all those cops be there for 2 people?
Because it's like complete bullshit. Like seriously.
Not unless the 2 people were 10 feet tall each.
10 feet tall each. Well. Now you're talking. Because, well, unless the 2 people were 7 feet tall each, right?
I don't know. They were saying that the people that were there, that everybody was running because it was a fight. I've never seen people run like that from a fight.
Right. And then the fact that it was actually surrounded by police. That's the real thing. Surrounded. So nobody's gonna use that many police for a fight.
Yeah, I couldn't believe the police presence. And if that doesn't, you know, raise suspicions, then maybe, I guess, because they were saying that there was a lot of UFO sightings like before and after that in Florida too. So it's just a lot of crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, it's just like sign of the times, right?
Yes, it's. I mean, I don't know whether to be afraid or whether to be like, I was right. You know, I don't know.
So is it like, right, that's what I was going to ask you next. So do you think that it's like actual aliens, or do you think that like they staged that event?
Well, I don't know. It's a lot of stuff because, you know, they were talking about the Jeffrey Epstein stuff, and then the next day, then the UFO stuff or whatever.
Right.
And, you know, and then the Cat Williams thing. So it's just a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, it's like a lot of distractions. So it's just kind of like, are the aliens the distraction from Epstein? Or that's what I feel like. The aliens were distracted from Epstein, and then Cat Williams, all the other kind of stuff is a distraction from the aliens.
It's just too much going on. I don't know which one to keep in. You know, you got the academics thing, you got Epstein, you got the aliens, and then it's just everything. I mean, I think it's just good content, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you can look at it like that.
But what a time to be a podcaster.
What a time to be a podcaster, right? that whole appearing and reappearing thing, I think, is just like really disturbing and kind of like worth dwelling into. Like seriously, what the fuck? That's not cool.
Yeah, and then they were saying that picture that everybody's saying is the alien or whatever.
Yeah.
They said that was just 3 people walking.
No way. You saw that yourself.
Yeah, I think everybody sees it.
Right.
How did 3 people walking look like an alien from the movie?
And this little force field in front of him. What's that circle about?
Yeah, what about that? That's what I was saying. What about that complete circle that was in front of him?
I was feeling like the force field, like that is how he's able to reappear and appear and shit like that.
You know a lot about them.
Who, me?
I was saying you look like an alien a little bit.
Shut the fuck up. Yo. Wait a second, bro.
Yeah, I think that's cool though. With all the stuff that's going on.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you can call it like content. I'm definitely going to say it's time to pray. I pray every day. And I pray you call back into the show. I'm gonna wrap it up now. Thank you so much for calling. It's me, okay? Hello? Okay. It's me, okay? Where's the audio? Oh gosh, guys, this was amazing. I had an amazing time. Thank you so much to my loyal subscriber who are calling in. You guys, don't be hesitative to call in for the next time. You guys, maybe you guys are like afraid to talk about your experiences or something like that, but drop it down in the comments and I will be turning this into a video. See you next time. Bye. Oh my gosh, should I just be like on the camera to say bye? Totally. I'm sorry, I'm listening to the word. Oh, also, I gotta put my copyright thing. This is so much. This is so much. We're all learning together. This is so much, but this is so absolutely fun. It is. I totally enjoy it. I love talking. And I just want to say thank you to the Making Creative Heaven and Earth for always listening to me and your angels. Because that's where it all started. Just me, my room, all by myself. And that's why I'm going to keep on talking regardless. Guys, we need to really pray. Don't worry. Just pray, right? You can bless every door of your home. You can ask God for protection, right? And for now, Lightfoot over and out.
Getting out of town, y'all. God damn! I'm good. Good catch. That's how you know I'm drunk this for the God damn! Why you didn't tell me it was a step right there? I feel like Michael Jackson. Getting out of town, y'all. God damn! I'm good. Good catch. That's how you know I'm drunk this for the God damn! Why you didn't tell me it was a step right there? I feel like Michael Jackson.